we are pleased to be joined by the voice of the Browns, also the news director, or sports director. I promoted you there.
A lot of people think I should be the news director.
At WKYC, Jim Donovan. Jim, as always, man, appreciate the time. Take us through the whole situation here with Deshaun Watson. Just kind of, you've been around, you've seen a lot. Let's start with on the football field. It looks different with him as a quarterback.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it look so tough, because you look out on the field, and for so many decades, we have been looking for that elite quarterback, and I think they have found him. And when you see it out on the field, and when fans come to training camp, hopefully they'll get a chance to see that. It's amazing. Such a great athlete. Big, strong, he does everything well. I mean, he runs, he throws, he's accurate with the football. He's everything that you want. But since there's that big but, David, and there's that situation hanging out, out there, that you just say to yourself, but is he going to be able to play? How much is he going to be able to play? Is he going to be there on opening day down in Charlotte when they play Carolina? How many games is he going to be out? Is he going to play at all this year? And I think that's why, since the trade was made, there's been this suppressed excitement. Because normally you get a player like this, you would go, wow. I mean, you couldn't get his jersey an hour after the trade was announced. That hasn't been the case, because I think people realize the seriousness of the charges that have been levied against him that continue to grow. So that's the hard part about the whole equation.
The other thing is, it's important to remember how young he is. And I think that probably factored into why the Browns are willing to take that risk. I mean, this is a guy that's pretty much Baker Mayfield's age.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he might even be a little bit younger. Yeah. And the other thing you have to remember, now he hasn't played in a little bit, okay? He didn't play at all last year. So it's not like there's been a lot of tread taken off of his tire. He's played really well. I remember when he played against the Browns a couple of times down in Houston, and he was indefensible. I mean, you just didn't know how you defensively were going to play him. You play him to pass, and he runs. You play him to run, and he throws. And he's got you figured out, and you've spent the entire week trying to figure him out. So he was really difficult. Even the day that he played here in a monsoon, just unbelievable bad weather that day, he muscled through it and kept them in the ball game, and they just didn't have enough around him on that particular Houston team. So, I mean, he has got it all. There's no doubt about it, and he's a very special player. And I think once he gets back out there, whenever that is, David, I think you'll see somebody that probably is in the top 5, top 7 at that position, which is a pretty heady class.